Many of my maps are either big or very detailed. I often get asked, how can I do this without busting the budget? In this video I will give you some tips and tricks regarding the budget. So now before we start the video, I quickly want to explain what budget is. For performance reasons, the game only allows you to have a certain amount of items in the map. You can see down here how much of your budget already used up. If you build more than the allowed budget, you will get an error message and you will have to delete some of your items, as you can see here. Important to know is that you can grab any item, go to edit here, and you can see the budget of this very item. Quite interesting is the budget of the trees. If you go here, you can see that with 1% they actually use a lot. It's also useful to know that you can grab any grouped item and see how much this needs. In three-dimensional spaces, you can define every point by those three coordinates: the x-axis, the y-axis and the z-axis. So if you know how far it is on all those three axes, you can know exactly where one point lies. So for example, here we have a point with the coordinates 1, 3 and 2. So we need to place it here on the x-axis on the point 1, then on the y-axis on 3 and on the z-axis on 2. So now imagine we have a three-dimensional object like this triangle thing. So you can see this one is set by 3 set of coordinates in the front and 3 coordinates in the back. Or to put it simple, this triangle shape is defined by 6 corner points. You can do the same thing with this cubus, and you can see this one here is defined by 8 corner places. The same thing applies for round shapes. So if you look close, you can actually see that they are built by a lot of corner points. In this case, I think it's 14. And sphere have so many corner points that I don't even dare to count them. So here's a list that was originally made by Dirty Monkey that shows how many shapes to use up 1% of the map budget. So you can see the sphere is the most expensive. You need only 29 to fill up 1%, while on the other hand you can build 260 or 270 cubes to fill up 1%, and pyramids are even cheaper. So you maybe want to pause the video for a second and look at this list. Does it make a map laggy if you use up 100% of the budget? Well, the answer is not no. Of course, it needs more power to calculate a map with more shapes and budget. But there are other factors such as the number of players and the internet connection affect the lag much more. So if you have any questions regarding the budget, please feel free to ask, and see you next time.